On this video, I would like to show you how to program a recorder for network viewing. So first of all, go to Menu, System Setup, and under the Network Setup menu, go to the IP Setup. Once you go into the IP Setup, by default, DHCP is turned on. So when you connect the recorder to customer's router, it will automatically pick up the IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway. So once he picks it up, you can uncheck the DHCP and apply it. Now, this is one of the big benefits of SeQurinet recorder. Once the recorder grabs the information from the router, and when you uncheck the DHCP off, it will remain the IP address, default gateway, and subnet mask, so you don't have to retype everything again. The next option is called UPnP option. UPnP is a special protocol that is designed for devices on the network to talk to the router, like PS4, Xbox game console, and your network recorder, streaming devices, and so on and so forth. So SeQurinet recorders support auto port forwarding based on UPnP protocol. By factory default, the UPnP is turned on, and you only have 2 ports to work with. So RTSP service port is for the video streaming, and web service port is for the connection. If you would like to change the port numbers for the recorder, you can just double click on each port and be able to type of number you would like to use for that service.
Wow.
So as an example, if you have multiple recorders behind the same router, DVR1 and DVR2 and DVR3 cannot have same IP addresses, and you cannot have same service ports either. You will have to put the first recorder to 8081, the second recorder to 8082, and third recorder to 8083, and so on and so forth. Same thing for the RTSP. So once you change the port, if you want to, you press the auto port forwarding button, the recorder will try to communicate with the router. If the router supports UPnP protocol, it will tell you that auto port forwarding was successful. But if the customer's router does not support UPnP protocol, or if UPnP service is turned off from your customer's router, it will say error or problem cannot be done. So you will have to manually do the port forwarding. Once you make all the changes, press close and apply. Next thing you probably want to take a look at closely is the DDNS. So SeQurinet recorders come with the free dynamic DNS service. And every recorder comes with its own unique name. As an example, the unique name for this recorder is 0087840608182. So the whole link to connect to this recorder will be 0087840608182.dvrlink.net. If you would like to change this host name, you will be able to change that from this menu and click on DNS registration test, and it will register your custom name to the dvrlink.net using this name, and your whole string will change into something simple like sq.dvrlink.net.
Wow.
Last thing is using QR code. If you have no other option of making port forwarding or using UPnP, then you also have an option to use a QR code. So make sure that a SeQurinet service is turned on, enabled from this menu, and once it's done, then you can get out of the menu, click menu, and click on SeQurinet button right here, and it will give you a QR code. So you will be able to scan this QR code from SeQurinet HD Viewer mobile app, and you will be able to make the connection directly to the recorder without going through port forwarding. Remember, if the customer has a firewall or anything that controls the connection, it could block that connection. Lastly, you can go to the status menu, network status menu under the network menu, and it will show you everything you need to see for this recorder. The connection between the internet to the router and router to your recorder, and IP address of each camera, and the power consumption of each camera, and hardware information and firmware information as well. You will also see very useful information right under the properties, including IP address of the recorder, DNS address, RTSP service port, web service port, and even see the external IP address of the recorder from here.